Hi, I'm with GDE's Alex and Chris. I'm Jason, and this is Backfire. Hi, welcome everyone to Backfire. I'm here with fellow GDEs Alex and Chris. We've just seen the keynote, and we're really excited by some of the releases that are happening today. Chris, welcome to Backfire. Tell us, what are you taking away from today? What's excited you?
Okay, well, I am a long-time Next.js user. I've been on Next.js for years, and so I'm really excited about the emulator, the integration with Next.js, and all that deploy logic that's going out. Should be able to simplify quite a bit, primarily for new projects, because I've got so much infrastructure already around that. But new projects, I may not need that much.
Yep.
So it's really exciting, and I think it adds a lot of support to the Next.js ecosystem with Firebase, so the two can kind of grow together.
Cool. And I've never used the authentication emulator before, so it was really interesting to see that when you're signing up users, you get that full flow of the URL they sign up from, and then the two-factor authentication. That was quite interesting. So to see how app developers can actually use that to test their applications. I'll be interested to see more about if you can do that programmatically in test. That would be really good.
That is the next level, right?
Yeah.
If you can pull that off without having to mock it. But yeah, it's really exciting to see that. I think as they add and really beef out that emulator suite, it becomes so much more attractive to use it, right? Because the biggest problem with the emulator originally was it was just so narrow, but as it grows, you really decide you want to really make this a core part of your dev workflow.
Yep. So Alex, how about you? What's really excited you today?
Thanks for having me. Since I working mainly with Firestore, the best releases, in my opinion, are those related to the way we can count now the documents in a collection. And there are not some releases or some new features. There are the best features I think of because I can implement them starting from tomorrow. So, okay, we had some workarounds in which you can do some stuff to solve some problem, but nowadays we can do a simple count and have this number of documents, which is really nice.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how that scales, because I've been working on applications where we've been processing tens of thousands or millions of records, and we've wanted to process counts on filters. So it'll be interesting to see how that works.
There is, however, a problem in which we can use the counter, but you only read it, you can get it. It's not a real-time counter. So if a document was added or deleted, it's not a real time. You can not get that number in real time.
Right.
However, it's solving the problem. It's like a get operation. You perform a query, you get the numbers, so you get the number of documents, so that's it. It's pretty much of it.
So I guess the next level will be when we can have an on-snapshot event looking at a counter.
That will be definitely.
That will be wonderful. Maybe we're expecting a bit too much with that.
Yes, we can do that nowadays using a counter which is incrementing, and we create a listener and listen for those updates. But it's not a count operation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Chris, one of the things for me was the cloud storage rules. You can now get Firestore from cloud storage.
Yes.
That's going to be a big game changer, because before I was trying to store things in JOTs, and JOTs kind of grew to the point where I couldn't make them any bigger with the 1K limit. So this is fantastic.
Well, what we've been doing for years is creating really sophisticated file paths in storage that have all the different bits and pieces you may want to reference in the file path. Because you can reference file paths in the rules, right?
Yes.
So I put like the UID of the user in the file path so they can, so you can reference it. Or like a group ID in the file path so you can reference and write a rule against it. The problem with that is you have to know everything you're going to reference when you create the file paths. And so being able to just do it on the fly and design sort of flatter structures and then reference Firestore directly in the security rules, it's such a no-brainer.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, I've done something similar to you, but in the same way you denormalize data in Firestore, it's not so easy to denormalize storage because you're saving the same file in maybe 10 different places, which is crazy. So this is going to be really big.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited about the functions marketplace alpha.
Oh, the extensions.dev.
Yes, extensions.dev. Thank you. Yeah. That is so critical. I think that that'll help the ecosystem expand dramatically in this new direction. It's so hard for new Firebase developers to write some of these super complex functions. And it gets intimidating when, I want to integrate these 3 things to get my payment system working. Well, now I've got to write 3 really complex functions. Well, if those 3 service providers can provide the functions, or the community can provide the functions, then it just becomes just plug and play.
Yeah, I've already got ideas of some extensions that I'd love to make and actually put into the marketplace. So that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Alex, we've had a great day today. Tell us what you're up to. I know whenever I go on Stack Overflow to answer questions, if Puff hasn't got there first, you've only got there, and there's things that I think I could have answered that.
Okay, it's not only me and Puff, it's also Doug, which is also highly active in the community. But yes, it's all about helping the users to understand the technologies that we are using and to be able to create their application in a simpler way.
And Stack Overflow is a brilliant resource for doing that. So
yes, that's correct, because you can ask a question and get an answer really quick, maybe a few minutes.
Yeah. So the amount of time you give to answering Stack Overflow questions is fantastic, and I'm sure there's loads of developers out there that are really sort of happy that they've got the likes of you and Chris and myself and Puff and Doug and all of the other Stack Overflow contributors.
Yeah.
So if any of you have got any questions, pop them on Stack Overflow, and maybe one of us will answer it soon. Okay, well, thank you both for joining me today, and well, if I don't see you before, we'll see you again this time next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. And thank you, everyone. You can find us on the Backfire channel, and throughout the Firebase Summit, I'll be chatting to other people within the dev community about their experiences with Firebase and some of the really, really amazing things that we've taken away from today. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, if you've liked this video, hit the like button, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. I keep forgetting the like and subscribe bit.
The most important part.
Any YouTube video. Yeah. Well, first, what's up, guys?